Like to thank my handsome and talented husband, of whom I owe everything. And that's 20 seconds. Right there, that's 20 seconds. So.
Welcome to Married to Portuguese. On each episode, my English-Irish husband, Bob, and I discuss and laugh about our life and adventures in the Portuguese culture.
Bom dia.
Bom dia.
We are back.
We're
Tired and back. Last night was the 47th annual local Emmy Awards in beautiful downtown Boston, the hub of the universe.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Well, that's what they call Boston.
Do they?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Oh, sorry.
That's why it's the best city in the world.
Oh, okay. It's a great city.
Yeah,
it is a great city.
Terrific. And last night...
we had a lot of fun.
We had a lot
of fun. We had a lot of fun. As... we were just so excited to just be there. I mean, who are we kidding? We're exhausted. So if you see us a little bit, like, we want to take a little nap.
We may nod off mid-podcast.
Yes.
Just stay with us until we wake up.
Woohoo! Stay with us. But we knew we needed to do this today. So, because I know I'm getting so many questions being asked about how our night was, how was Bob, how I did, what I was wearing, what Bob, all of these things of sorts. So we're gonna get right into it.
Yes. So if you're, we weren't familiar, so we'll share with what we've learned. This was regional Emmys because our show launched first on Rhode Island PBS. It wasn't launched nationally. So we would have to go through the regional Emmys first, and if we won, then we could apply for the national Emmys.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how that worked. And so we entered our show for a bunch of categories during the winter.
Yeah, we did. We did. Yeah.
And we ended up getting nominated for one category, which was
the whole series, a long form. So it was the long episode, and it was the episode for Provincetown. The number one of season 2. Oh my goodness, I'm exhausted. I'm sorry. So it was, we got that back and we're like, oh my goodness, that's fantastic. That's just great. And we were up against some other big names.
Yeah. And some, again, PBS long forms, like I guess longer than 20 minutes is what they would consider
30 minutes.
Long form.
Yeah, no more than 30 minutes, but it was the long form.
So we were up against other PBS programs. At least one was from Rhode Island PBS. Yep. And, others were from, PBS Connecticut, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
GBH.
And then Boston. Up in Boston. And, of course, I have to tell you. So we're getting ready to go. And I had said already because my daughters, my family, other people, friends are like, you're going to win this, get your shelf ready and home because there's going to be room for, a statue there. And my answer back was, I'm not getting any shelf ready. I'm up against, amazing people, amazing, talented people. So, the thing is when I say we won by being nominated, I mean, just being called out, our show, amongst everybody there. There was a room of over 500 people that were there. So for our, just to be called out, it was great. So I had it in my head, win or lose, we won. Because, like I said on my post that I put out there, and that is, I won when it went season 1, episode 1, went nationwide with all the, over 200 million viewers, the reach that we have, and we made history that first time where, we're the first and only Portuguese show or showcases Portuguese in the PBS realm. So
and honestly, every time somebody comments that they watched an episode and it was about their island or a situation they can relate to and how much it meant to them.
Yes.
Those comments feel like winning.
Yes.
Those comments feel like winning.
Yes. Yeah.
Because we didn't, obviously we, one day Maria said, I want to write a book. And we didn't go into this for profit. We didn't go into this for awards or anything. So to get recognized is really great. But I did put $20 on us to win.
Oh, you did not put $20 on us to win.
So I really had some expectations.
You did not. We had, and then the great thing about this that I hadn't shared is that our producer, Dean, he came down.
He flew in from California?
He flew in from California.
Boy, were his arms tired.
And so he came down to be with us. So because it's a team effort.
And he looked very handsome.
Oh my goodness! Do we even have a picture of his whole outfit?
Yeah, we'll put that up.
I'm telling you. So for our outfits, it was black tie optional, and. So I had said to Bob, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wear a black dress, and I'm just gonna wear my, fancy or colorful whatever accessories, and that'll be fine. Bob had his
tuxedo for my senior prom.
He did not have a tuxedo from his senior prom. He had a black suit on, and he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna go formal. I'm not gonna wear a tie. He's like, I'm just gonna wear this with a what was it?
Pocket square.
A pocket square. And of course, he looked handsome. He looked great. And it's so easy for men. Oh, please. It really is.
You've never tried grooming this.
Oh, it's... Okay. It's very easy for men in general to look so, put on by just putting on a great looking suit. I mean, they look great. They look great in it. So he looked really handsome. And then...
You look very pretty.
Oh, thank you. So in the meantime, I had I had the dress. I bought the black dress. I had someone alter it for me because I'm, petite. So I'm short-waisted. So I had to get all kinds of things taken care of. It was done a couple of days before this event. And in the meantime, I had ordered some dresses because, as you all know or might not know, we have our daughter getting married this year. So we have a shower coming up. We have our rehearsal dinners. We've got family stuff going on and actually the wedding and all of these things, even though I have already the dress that I'm going to wear for her wedding. But I wanted to pick out another dress for plan A, plan B, plan C, just in case what kind of mood I'm in. And I got this dress in that came in, around the same time I got the dress fixed, the one I was going to wear. And it was flowers. It had flowers all over it and stuff. And I put it on, and it was a petite dress. So it fit me perfectly. And I put it on, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to go formal. Chances of us winning up against all of that is it's not, whatever. We won. As far as I'm concerned, we won. So you know what? I want to go to have fun. And so I wore that dress because it was a fun dress. It wasn't, but no, Dean,
Dean's a peacock. Let's be certain. Dean's a peacock, and he looked beautiful last night.
He did say, prepare yourself for cuteness. That is what he said. He did. He's
very funny.
He is. He's hysterical. So he said, prepare yourself, guys, for cuteness, because I'm going to look cute.
He did.
And he did. And we'll show you the picture.
We'll
but
it was fun to be in an event that was formal like that, to see hundreds of people. There were people in tuxedos. There were women in gowns and all sorts of
elaborate,
just very cool outfits.
Very elaborate gowns.
That was fun to see. It's been a long time since we've been to something on that scale.
Correct.
So many people just dressed up.
Correct.
That was
correct.
That was nice. And hats off to the folks that run the event. Apparently last year it ran really long because they gave 40 categories, 50 categories. It's a lot. And last night what they did was they pre-recorded
Yes.
the names of the nominees.
Yep.
And then the live host would announce the name, and then the winners had 20 seconds.
That's it.
20 seconds to say your thank you, and then the mic gets muted.
It was cut off.
So try this at home. Set your timer for 20 seconds and say, I'd like to thank, and see how far you get in 20 seconds.
Yep.
It's not very long.
'cause
So it moved fast. We
Yeah.
were done in 3 hours.
Well, yes. And what's in all of that, yeah, because it ended after, And so when we were there, the three of us, so Dean's like, okay, so what happens? And all three names were set up so that it would be me, Bob, and Dean. All three of us would go up and we had to pick one person to say something, and it was me. I was going to say something.
Sure.
So I wanted to say certain things, and Bob's like, nope, ran out of time. They just shut off your mic. Okay. So then I time it again because I needed to make sure that I said what I needed to say.
Which is, I'd like to thank my handsome and talented husband, of whom I owe everything. And that's 20 seconds. Right there, that's 20 seconds. So.
You were on the very first thing of I'd like to thank my husband, Bob.
But then you edited out all of the adjectives, which was really disappointing. It came down to, I'd like to thank him.
This guy over here. No.
Like, him's got the same number of letters as Bob. You can say my name.
My goodness.
And you're like, I can't do it.
No. So, it was not like that. But my whole thing was, okay, what can I say in 20... If we win, what would I say that would be direct and quick and says everything I want to say? It wouldn't say everything I want to say. It wouldn't even touch it, you know. But the things.
So what were you going to say?
Oh,
what is your thank you speech?
Oh, okay, my 20 seconds.
We've won already, so
we've won already.
Keep your 20 seconds.
And my 20 seconds was I wanted to thank everyone for this award. I wanted to thank my husband, Bob, my producer, Dean. I wanted to thank all my sponsors, my major sponsors. I wanted to thank PBS. I wanted to thank all my fans and followers and everyone who has loved the show from... There you go.
That's it.
There you go. And there was more. I wanted to say more. But
truly, this is a win for all of us.
Yes.
Including
you.
All of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
This is our sponsors and our fans and everybody who appeared on the show and everybody on the crew.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. The crew, of course, not the whole crew couldn't be with us because they were off working and doing stuff that they needed to do. But what an amazing crew we had.
Very much.
I mean, they were all Emmy Award winning people. So the sound person we had, Mark, he's got several Emmys.
Emmys and BAFTAs too, right?
Yeah.
Some British awards.
Some British awards as well.
They all have some hardware back at home.
Oh, yeah.
And well earned. And, that was the fun last night was to be amongst professionals.
Yeah.
Our crew's professionals, but we're not.
Correct.
So we're kind of hybrids there, kind of a pro-am. So to be sitting there was great, and to celebrate with them.
And seeing the people win and cheering them on, and because everybody, and that was one of the things that someone told us last night, and it really stuck to us this morning that we repeated it, and that is there are people all their lives. This is their professional life. That they work really hard to get to the point where they're nominated for an Emmy. And of course win, they'd like to win, but they work all their professional life to get to the point of being nominated. And for us to come out the first time around and be nominated.
For host.
Yeah, that was me.
Hostess.
And then the second season comes out and we were nominated again. So we've won, folks. We've won. We're telling the rest of the realm that Portuguese food and culture and history and all that is a beautiful thing.
It's fascinating.
And people are watching. People are watching.
It's a great story.
And so, because you don't get nominated if you're not being watched. And we're being watched. And we're streaming still. And I know it's crazy. It's just crazy.
It's a good crazy.
It's a good crazy.
It's a good crazy. So, here's to the undefined future.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get to do season 3.
Yes.
Or if not season 3, we get to do some specials or whatever we get to do. Right now our focus is on book 2 launch and some
which is November.
Other side projects and
which is November,
looks
guys.
like it'll be November.
Looks like it'd be November.
Hearing this date.
Yes, right after
1st.
the elections. I had I had thought it would be in September, but I've changed some things around and it's going to be now in November. So, yeah. But we'll do pre-sales, we'll do all of that stuff just like we talked about the other day in our newsletter.
Yeah.
We'll get that taken care of. So
stay tuned.
Yes.
We desperately need a nap and a couple of Advils.
Yes, I do.
So
I do.
All right.
I do, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Love you. Love you all. Thank you for everything.
Bye
Thank
now.
you for all the well wishes.
Yes.
I loved it all. Thank you, guys. Mwah.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'd love to hear your ideas for topics. Ciao.